Dragons' latest album came out this past summer, and it took me until just now to actually talk about it. Now, Imagine Dragons is a band that is loved and hated a lot, especially recently. Some say that Imagine Dragons is the new Nickelback, the band to make fun of because of their material. Now, ever since their first album, I've loved Imagine Dragons, and I was pretty hyped when they had 2 new singles come out this year. 2017. But I'm a music reviewer, and I'm here to either confirm speculation or deny it. That means going over Evolve in a constructive manner. So let's begin. They always say you gotta start with a bang and end with a bang. Well, here's the banging start. Wanna find a good way to produce electronic music with pop elements? This is the way to do it, and this is the style that's going to be used throughout the entire album, which is what I'm expecting. I'm glad that this is the second song on the album. While the first track sets the genre tone, this song sets what type of material that we're going to be seeing on the album. It goes with the theme of the album's title, Evolve. As an artist, the lyrics are pretty spot on with what the message Imagine Dragons wants to represent. Whoever says this song sucks because pop went through a period of dreary crap, you clearly have not listened to what the song was about. This song was the first single to come out from the album, and thank God it was. In a way, of course. This song, according to the band's lead singer, is the one thing to tell fans that the band has made it so far to accomplish the dream of presenting their music to the world, especially when Imagine Dragons considered a hiatus. Why? You guys just made an album only 2 years ago. What kind of hiatus is that? Other than that, Believer is an earworm that is enjoyable and is definitely a good song to jam to. I think this is one of my favorite Imagine Dragons songs to date. It's tense, but it's energetic. It's passionate, but it's bittersweet. It's a great song to bounce off from Believer. The most important line is walking the wire and look down below. It is the singer's way of saying we gotta face the unknown and embrace it. Playing off the whole don't look down if you don't want to be scared phrase. This is what it's about. Courage, and it shows. This song is one of Imagine Dragons' weaker works for this album. It basically is explaining what Believer was trying to do, or what we thought it basically said, but it does it more straightforwardly and kind of boring. I like how this song goes back to the classic rock roots while incorporating some technical elements. Kind of reminds me of the 80s if they were taken into the now. There's no need for those auto-tune or techno tricks, it's just a song about relatable events in love and loss. That's what this song needs. Okay, this is one of those Imagine Dragons' even stranger works. When I think Imagine Dragons, I don't think this. I know, I can handle Kesha's weirdness, but not this. I mean, just the musical style doesn't sound Imagine Dragons. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you can go check it out on Spotify or YouTube. You know that song that is probably making some Christian Bible references, but you don't really know if that's the case or not? That's the vibe that I'm getting from this. Out of the 2 singles that Imagine Dragons released, Thunder is definitely the weaker work. Though it's still catchy and radio-worthy, the lyrics are not exactly there and some of the technical effects are a bit off to me. It's not enough for me to do a song review of, really, because it's one of those songs that's not really meant to be cared about that much. Okay, now we're back to normal with Imagine Dragons' perfect style. This is the song that shows us the album is coming full circle, and I can't be any more excited for it. Not that I'm excited that this album review is ending or anything, I'm referencing to what this album has to offer before it ends. Usually the ending song really indicates how good an album is when it concludes. This is another song that I've gained respect for. The vocals for this are absolutely heavenly. This song is perfect to end this album on. The whole theme of evolution is to have some starting point of unsurety and ending with a wiser resolution at the end. At the beginning of the album, the narrator, the artist, found himself as insecure. But now he's singing a song about accepting himself and finding a person who can accept him no matter what his flaws are. It's a perfect way to end this type of cycle. I'm a little off-put by the technically musical choice that this song makes, but it doesn't completely ruin it for me. Overall, I'm giving this album a 7 out of 10. It was almost perfect all the way through, but I could definitely tell that this band was experimenting with some things. I mean, indie bands do it all the time, and sometimes songs work, other times others don't. And that's what happened this time. I'm still gonna get it for the sake of this album's majority, though. So that's it for this album review. If you liked that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to check out my other fun content as well. There's lots to explore. I'm Cher, and it's been real. Ciao!